Yo, Everyday Superpower, the place where you learn about body language, you learn about human dynamics, relationships, game, everything in between. 2 links down in the description. One takes you to the catalogue of body language. You learn how to read people through their subconscious behaviours by clicking that. It's a YouTube playlist. Second to that, you got the Patreon where you'll join me in watching first dates for the first time. I'll break down the attraction cues, the repulsion cues. You'll internalise that. You'll take that into the real world. It's the real game, full stop. Now, let's talk about dumbing down body language to a degree where you can look at it as a whole and simplify everything. So this is both a complex, foundational sort of task and a way of simplifying everything, okay? So we're going to talk about breaking it into 2 separate criterias. Either the body language is open or closed, and alternatively the body language is comfortable or uncomfortable. You get where I'm coming from? So let's break it down into 2, yeah? Let me sort this fucking thing out. So discomfort and comfort, and closed and open, right? Open body language is receptive, positive, engaging. You yourself, personally, generally, 95% of the time, want to be exhibiting open body language. Open body language links all the way to the point where it's even how many buttons you have done up on a shirt, yeah? To open that body language is to have the top button undone. To open it up even more so is to have the top 2 buttons undone, right? Closed body language is to have it zipped up all to the top. Really closed body language is to have it zipped up to the top, buttoned up to the top, should I say, and then a jacket thrown on, that's zipped up to the top. That's closed body language, right? The fists, closed. Hands, open, right? Closed body language, open body language. Yeah? Me connecting with good eye contact, open body language. Me squinting, looking the way, closed, discomfort as opposed to comfort, yeah? Uncomfortable body language, pacifying behaviours. I'm stressed through one way or another, so I'm pacifying, I'm touching myself. I'm uncomfortable, right? Comfort, I don't necessarily need to do so, I'm more expansive. Taking up more space, territorial in a sense, because I feel like I can be seen, because I'm comfortable, I'm not hiding away. So when you look at someone, or if you're trying to work out, a cluster of behaviours, think to yourself, wait a minute, is this open or closed? Wait a minute, does this showcase comfort or discomfort? And that will tick off 80%, 90% of what you are looking for in that particular body language. Now, myself personally, I developed my own state of pattern recognition, which is attraction and repulsion, yeah? So that's a third process to really highlight and sort of fill the gaps and blend the lines where needs be, but we're not talking about that today. We're talking about another person's theory, or at least, conceptualizing the macro of body language and reading nonverbal communication, reading whether she likes you or not, reading whether he likes you or not, reading whether you've got the job interview or not. So you go on a job interview, do you want to do open or closed body language? You want to be open. Do you want to showcase uncomfortable or comfortable body language? You want to showcase comfortable body language. Let's say date across the table from you, ask you a question, why did you leave your last job? And the reason you left your last job is because you got fired for setting the place on fire. You might showcase subconsciously uncomfortable body language at that point. Well, on a subconscious basis, they're going to look at you in reaction to that answer and think, wait a minute, something's a little bit off here. They don't need to be educated on the theoretics and the foundational learning of nonverbal communication. They can see that within you. So this is why, to break it down and see it as it is in this particular manner, is not only foundational, but it's also very effective and efficient in classifying what you're seeing before you go into the wheres and the whys and the hows and the whether it comes from this area, that area, have they had a bad day prior to this, was it from last year, was it from their childhood? That's all deep, dark depths that interlink with this. So pay attention to this, yeah? Expansive movements, illustrative movements, it's open, right? I'm bringing you in. My hands are open, I'm friendly, I've got no weaponry. Come here, come here, come here, come here. I'm closed off, I'm solid. I won't be budged, I'm like a shield, yeah? Instead of a sword penetrating your mind with my communication, I'm too busy trying to block off and defend myself from the world in this closed manner. Start paying attention. Like, even if you're learning the ropes and you're educated on the multiple facets of what to pay attention to when it comes to body language, nothing's going to stop you or hurt you from reeling it back and thinking, right, let's get back to basics and let's just approach this person as a whole. First and foremost, let's acknowledge the cluster I see before me. Does this person represent closed or open? And if there's a mixed message being sent, let's have a breakdown of why I think this is a mixed message, and then you can sort of theoreticize a little bit more so, and that's where you'll get the juices flowing. When I'm on a date, is what I just said comfortable or non-comfortable? You will go on a date, on a first date, and when you first start talking to her, 10, 20, 30 minutes, you're engaging with her, and you'll see more closed and uncomfortable signals than you will do when you loosen up a little bit, given that you're communicating in a positive and progressive manner. That's inevitable. So it's not like the open and uncomfortable language and so forth is a detriment to your means of communication. It might just be an obstacle and a barrier to break through if you're wanting to head in a particular sort of way. Make sense? If you're making sales through whichever means, it's important to be able to know as to whether somebody is closed or open. An open person wants to buy the product. A closed person is closed off for a reason. They're defensive for a reason. An uncomfortable person, boom, I've caught that discomfort cue. It's not like it's never going to happen. It just means I've caught it at that point and I can inquire. You seemed a little bit off when I mentioned that. You seemed like you weren't too interested in that. Is there something I can do to sort of assist you in there? You see where I'm coming from. And then when they're comfortable, wow, I'm comfortable with this product. You can see that in them. You can see that through the, the awareness, the concentration, the openness of the eyes, the dilations start to happen. You see the pupil dilation. The face is looser. In a positive manner, the face is like organic, natural, not tight. That's open. Open face instead of tensed in, tensed in and clan. Maybe I need to work on my verbal communication. My brain is thinking and splurging words before I can even verbalize them. But you know where I'm coming from. Open versus closed, uncomfortable and discomfort before comfort. Yeah? Pay attention to them things. 2 links down in the description. One of them takes you through to the catalogue of body language. It's a YouTube playlist free of charge. Click that. Learn the A to Z to the B and learn how to read people's nonverbals. Second to that, Patreon. Join me on the real game. You won't learn it anywhere else. I'm signing out. Click like and subscribe. Peace.